T&D Sports, an exclusive video broadcast. T&D Sports Video presents Division I Men's Lacrosse. Today it's the Providence Friars taking on the Blue Devils of Duke University. Hi everyone, and welcome to Howard Middle School right here in downtown Farmingdale for our D1 Men's Lacrosse presentation today. My name is Mike Trezza, joined by the shooter, Charlie Rizzuto. Charlie, let's talk about this Duke team. They started the season in the top 10 and have slowly been climbing until now when they're the number 5 team in the nation.
Yeah, Duke comes into the day at number 5, 6-0, coming off a big win against Air Force last weekend. They got a big ACC schedule coming up in the second half of the year, so they're looking to have a good day today.
And for them, their big scorer up till this point in the season has been number 19, Ben Johnston.
Yeah, Ben Johnson came into the season this year as a preseason first-team All-American. He's a goal scorer. He also sees the field pretty well, 23 goals, 26 points on the year.
Let's talk about Providence, Charlie. They started the season 2-0 and have recently fallen upon hard times, dropping 4 of their last 5 to come into today's contest with a 3-4 mark on the season.
Yeah, they lost to Loyola last time out, but they're a team that's been riddled by injuries a little bit. They got talent up and down the roster and one of the top coaching staffs around.
And for them, Mr. Do-It-All on offense is number 5, Rhett Chambers.
Yeah, Rhett Chambers is 4th in the nation in assists per game. He's a U20 Team USA player looking to showcase his skills today against one of the best teams in the nation.
Right now they're doing a ceremony for assistant coach Matt Danowski, so we're going to send it downstairs and stay with the ceremony.
Recognize one of the greatest players in the proud history of Farmingdale lacrosse. Please join us in congratulating Farmingdale High School alumnus Matt Danowski, number 40, on his recent induction into the U.S. Lacrosse National Hall of Fame class of 2026. During his time here at Farmingdale High School, Matt was one of the most dynamic offensive players our program has ever seen, finishing his career with 170 goals, 208 assists, while earning 3-time U.S. Lacrosse High School All-American honors. Matt went to an extraordinary collegiate career at Duke University, where he became one of the most decorated players in NCAA history. He was a 4-time All-American, became the first player in NCAA history to reach 350 career points, and in 2007 was awarded the Thornton Award as the nation's top collegiate lacrosse player. In recognition of this legendary career, Matt was also inducted into the Duke University Athletic Hall of Fame in 2025. Matt's success continued on the international stage, representing the United States. It was named the ILF All-World Team, was the MVP of the Under-19 World Championships, served as the captain of the 2018 U.S. Men's National Team, and helped lead Team USA to a World Championship. Today, Matt continues to give back to the game as an assistant coach at Duke University, helping develop the next generation of elite lacrosse players. Matt is joined tonight by Farmingdale legends and U.S. Lacrosse Hall of Fame members, former Farmingdale head coach Bob Hartranft, legendary defenseman John DiTommaso, Farmingdale Hall of Famer Buddy Krumenacker, head coach of Farmingdale Lacrosse Eric Dunn, our athletic director Don Herr, and our superintendent of schools Paul Defendini. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Danowski. Again, congratulations to what a career for Matt Danowski. And we're in for another treat, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, if you can, please stand, remove your caps. As Farmingdale 6th grader, Natalie Japutra will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang there, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That's 6th grader, Natalie Japutra. Well done.
Just about set for the opening face-off from here at Howitt Middle School. Mike Trezza, Charlie Rizzuto on hand, along with our T&D Sports video crew. Little ceremony before the game, Charlie, honoring Duke assistant coach Matt Danowski, of course, an alumnus of Farmingdale High.
Yeah, Matt's one of the best lacrosse players to ever come off of Long Island, both at the high school level, the college level, and the international level. He still ranks first in program history at Duke in points per game and assists per game, and I think he's 7th at all time at Duke in goals per game. I remember watching him play when he was in high school. 3-time All-American, playmaker. One of the things that goes, sometimes unnoticed by the casual observer when they watch Matt play is his lacrosse IQ. Like some of the plays that he made look so easy, but it was really the mental game that he was playing on defenses that he was facing during the course of his career. Obviously, he had the highlights, but one of the smartest attackmen to ever pick up a stick.
And followed by a really nice rendition of the national anthem by Natalie Japutra, a 6th grader here in the Farmingdale district.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have told me, or if they wouldn't have announced that she was a 6th grader, I never would have known. When you're a coach and an athlete, the national anthem still gets you going a little bit, still gives you a little bit of butterflies, and she was definitely able to do that for me up in the booth.
And speaking of getting going, Charlie, the crowd's still filing in here at Howard Middle School. We're expecting a big crowd here today, and you and I are treated to be able to bring this one live stream.
Yeah, this is super fun. This is a beautiful facility here at Howard Middle School. I know there was supposed to be a PAL tournament today that got canceled, so I'm sure we'll have a bunch of PAL lacrosse players here watching this one.
Esposito is the face-off man for Providence, and Cal Gerard out of Manhasset takes the face-off for Duke. Won by Gerard, and we are underway.
Yeah, Gerard pops it forward to himself. Does a great job protecting his stick, get out of the double, settle the possession for the Blue Devils.
Duke in the black uniforms, blue numbers. They'll go right to left here in the first. Here's a quick shot that sails wide of the cage.
Yeah, so that trend started a long time ago to play 5-on-5 lacrosse. You would leave the long stick midi on the offensive end to occupy a defender, usually an offensive midfielder, but a lot of teams are now using him as a threat in transition.
The Blue Devils take their time, back it out. It comes near side to Kershus. The kid out of Shoreham-Wading River goes behind the cage with it. Here it comes to Ben Johnston. His shot sails wide. Fought for behind the cage. And it's Duke that retains possession.
Yeah, great snag there by Johnson. Put himself in a good spot. Showcases the hands with a one-handed grab.
Cialetti is in there in the middle of the field for Duke.
Yeah, they got Kershus behind the goal with a short stick. Kershus came into Duke as an attackman, so he's definitely comfortable behind the goal.
Cialetti's shot, no good. We neglected to mention the goalie matchup at the beginning. It's Cam Sterrett for Providence. And, of course, for Duke, it's Patrick Jamieson.
Yeah, two solid goalies in the cage today, one for each team. 45 in the shot clock.
There's a shot and a goal.
It's number 15, Max Sloat.
Sloat came in with 14 on the season, make it 15 on this shot.
Yeah, you see a nice wing dodge there by Sloat. He looks off his dodging mark. He goes underneath the defender. Nice little bounce shot, left-handed.
Sloat. That was an unassisted goal. Blue Devils up 1-0.
I like how he kept his stick to the middle of the field there, right? Your stick has eyes. Your stick could increase angle depending on the hand that you put it in. Oftentimes you want to keep your hand to the outside, but some of those more skilled dodgers will bring their stick back to the inside, keep it protected, and increase their angle.
Esposito works against Gerard, but once again, Gerard controls for Duke.
Yeah, Gerard, another Long Island kid coming from Manhasset, one of the better face-off kids in the country.
Winning about 2/3 of the face-offs he's involved in.
Yeah, he's got really quick hands, really good technique. Duke running their second midfield now.
It's Paperdick in there. There's a low shot. Shot's no good.
Yeah, that's a great throwback off the dodge. Johnson popping to a good spot. I like how Duke's shooting. I mean, obviously some of the most skilled shooters in the country. But when you shoot the ball, right, the only thing you don't want is a save, right? If you miss the goal, you'll back it up, retain possession.
Colsey, near side to Johnston.
Yeah, Colsey's a Virginia transfer. I'm sure we'll be talking about him a lot today.
Good D that time by the Friars. Frankie Carroll, a Long Island kid in there on that D. Turn and shot, no good from Colsey.
Yeah, good take there by Colsey from behind. He's a natural lefty, pushes right-handed there. Gets a good rotation on the shot.
Duke up 1-0 early going. 12:19 left in the first. Shot from close range is a save by Sterrett.
Yeah, that's a good look. That's a great save. Duke's got a lot of off-ball scissor cuts going on, a lot of movement inside. Providence doing a good job keeping their matchups and supporting the ball.
Near takeaway by Colsey.
Yeah, Duke has been doing a lot of this lately. Pressure ride, creating turnovers, gaining possessions back. That's a shot, backed up by the goalie.
And this time the ball is going to go over to Providence, so let's see what they have on offense for the first time, Charlie.
Yeah, well, let's see if they could break this ride first. Duke's in a 10-man right now, which means that they're using their goalie as an extra defender to help them put pressure on the ball. They create an errant pass there, but Providence does a nice job handling it in the middle of the field and finishing the clear.
Metzger gets it ahead. Matt Lazaro behind the cage, gives it far side.
Duke's ride's one thing we really want to pay attention to today. If they could create those second chance opportunities, those second possession opportunities, that's really difficult for a defense.
Wilkerson behind the cage, Lazaro.
Most skilled offensive teams have a high percentage of scoring goals on those second possession opportunities.
Yeah, turnover that time. Crowd counting down the shot clock. Is Chambers.
Flag down. Yeah, that was a great check by number 23, Aiden McGuire. Right, he got inverted. Short sticks don't love playing defense behind the goal. They'd rather be above the goal line extended. But he's one of the best short stick defensive midfielders in the country, so I'm sure he's fine back there.
1 minute penalty to Duke.
It's a slash on Duke. 1 minute man up for Providence.
So here's a good opportunity for the Friars to get on the board and tie the score. They trail 1-0, 10:50 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, Duke is a high-intensity team on both sides of the ball. Right, Zach Jepson just gets out there a little bit, takes the slash.
Lazaro back behind the cage. Chambers. Near side Lazaro. Providence works it around. Now to Joseph.
Yeah, you watch Providence wheeling 4 guys around the crease, changing their formation every couple of passes.
Lazaro tried to dish inside, but it was Chambers not ready for it.
Yeah, it looks like we have a push without possession on Duke. That's going to reset the shot clock, give possession back to Providence.
10:15 left in the first. Duke up 1-0.
Yeah, Providence has a shooter up top, a shooter on the wing, and then a 4-man rotation around the goal.
And here's a score by Chambers.
Yeah, of course it's Rhett Chambers finishing preseason All Big East, right? Like we said before, Team USA top 20, right? You get that rotation down around the goal, swing it up top. That's a great scoop right there to keep possession. If he doesn't make that play, we don't get the goal. Off the rotation, there's a seam to that backside as the defense rotates. Eyes up, hit the seam, and great job by Chambers, not only hanging out on the post, but as the defense rotates, stepping into the seam, so he's available for the pass, and then a nice patient finish.
Rhett Chambers.
It's Menke on the assist, Charlie. He's been their big assist
Assist
guy
on that goal,
all
number
season
20,
long. A
Jack
grad
Vanello.
student.
Yeah, grad student, and he showcases why, right? He's got his eyes up. He understands the rotation of the defense. He waits for the seam to open. He knows his teammate's going to step in behind it. He waits. He's patient. Seam pops. Chambers steps in, feeds him, slam dunk.
Duke controls off the faceoff. Gerard is 3 for 3 on faceoffs.
Yeah, and that's a great pick by McGuire.
Under 10 minutes left in the first, tied at 1.
Yeah, number 23, Aiden McGuire with that ground ball. He actually holds the Duke midfield record for caused turnovers.
Kershus on the near side now goes to work.
Yeah, they're polling Kershus on this possession. Last time out, he had a short stick. You see Duke playing 5-on-5 here, right? They keep the LSM.
Low shot. Saved by Sterry.
That's a great save. They keep the LSM on the offensive side of the ball, right? That's what I was talking about before. Occupies one of the defenders that's not going to play team defense. 5-on-5 gives you more space to play. Yeah, you get that wing dodge, top side. Good defense. Great save by the goalie.
Ball now back over to Providence.
I'm curious to see how that little cat and mouse game develops during the course of the rest of the game. Is part of Duke's strategy today to play 5-on-5 for as long as they can in the shot clock.
Here's Menke trying to push it ahead. Back behind the cage, Chambers now takes it out. Lazaro up top. Wilkerson gets a touch. Now Ritchie with the pick.
I don't know if our mics are picking it up or not, but you could hear the Duke sideline every time they're on defense count down from 35 to 30 to let their defense know there's 30 seconds left in the shot clock. Off on blue, Providence ball. Do we have a reset? Was there possession? Officials say no, 11 in the shot.
Here's Wilkerson, he drives in. Gets it across the field. big shot is blocked in front.
Yeah, that's a good eat. That's a great look to the backside, right? Wing dodge, that's a tough pass to make.
Duke gains possession. Tied at 1. 7:45 left in the first.
Duke stretches the box side. It's chaos in the substitution box. If we have an opportunity to later in the game, maybe we could get a camera on the substitution box. When you see high-level Division I college lacrosse, there's a lot going on when the ball transitions from defense to offense in the substitution box.
Duke working it around the perimeter. Comes near side Johnston. Guarded tightly, loses his defender, shoots. And that one goes wide.
Yeah, the moment the defender, I couldn't tell who it was, I couldn't get the number, but lost their footing, Johnson automatically becomes a shooter. And a big boy like that with a shot like his, you know he's shooting the ball there.
Turn and fire and score.
Okay, so this is almost a mirror image of Colsey's dodge from earlier in the game. He dodged from X before, went righty, made the defender play cross-handed. Now he jab steps like he's going to go right, gets back to his strong left hand, and that jump shot from almost the same spot, just on the other side of the field, goes for him, right? The strong lefty, high release to a low spot, right? The jump shot has a high release, and then he pulls it down to that backside low corner. That's a really, really tough stop for any goalie to make.
And Colsey, the transfer from Virginia, has his 16th of the season.
Yeah, Colsey's a stud. He's a redshirt freshman. He was hurt last year at Virginia. His dad, Roy Colsey, one of the greatest lacrosse players that we've seen. His brother's still at Virginia. Lacrosse family from Connecticut. He's a stud, and he's having a breakout year this year for Duke. Like a lot of people anticipated he would.
Johnston holds on the near side, waits for help from Kirsch's. Kirsch's gets a pick.
Yep, Kirsch's has the pole again. That's one of those little plays that oftentimes go unnoticed, but that little poke to the gloves right as Liam's about to get rid of the ball causes the pass to go awry. Duke in their 10-man, so see high pressure here, trying to cause a turnover, get a second chance possession.
Cross field pass.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on the ball, almost shrinking the field on Providence.
Crowd continues to file in here at Howard Middle School.
Yeah, Providence does a nice job there, handling the pressure, staying patient, changing sides of the field with the ball, finding the pocket on the backside so one of their short sticks could run out with it.
Joseph is ridden off the play. Wilkerson fires one, and Providence is going to keep the ball.
Yeah, Providence is going to keep the ball there. It looked like that was deflected off of one of the defenders. Couldn't tell who. Yep, there's the Duke sideline letting their team know 30 left in the shot.
Lazaro looks for space, gets it inside.
Looks like Duke has a lot of confidence in their matchups around the field today. Not worrying too much about matchup integrity. They're switching on picks and just playing the matchup that they end up with.
There's a turnover, ball back over to the Friars.
Yeah, you want to go early here if you're Providence. They do. Nice save. Still a shot. Providence ball.
It's Joseph who's going to take possession behind the goal.
Yeah, I like how Providence pushed the ball there, right? Long stick mid, he takes a shot, nice bounce shot, nice save, goalie got a piece. Situations like that against a team like that, unsettled situations, you want to push the ball there, see what opportunities you could generate, especially early in a one-goal game. Timeout here is to reset the shot clock as the goalie got a piece on that shot, so that any shot that goalie gets a piece of or it hits the frame of the goal, not the outside netting, but the frame of the goal will reset the shot clock.
Chambers got a pick from Menke. Now Menke behind the cage. trying to lose his defender. Gives it off to Chambers.
Yeah, they get a short stick with Chambers now, right? I said before, Duke switching.
Lazaro, his shot sails wide.
That's a good shot by Lazaro. Duke switching on picks, which gives Coach Bobby Benson and the Providence offense an opportunity to get the matchups that they want by setting picks and getting short sticks on some of their better dodgers.
Approaching 4 minutes left in the first.
There's another invert, another switch.
Duke up 2-1. Here's Wilkerson on the dodge.
Providence has 10 to shoot.
They'll count it down for Chambers.
Chambers has to dump this. That's a violation. So this could be dangerous here, right? You want to win the whistle if you're Providence to the best of your ability. Duke trying to do the same. Looks like Duke just chooses to slow it down, get the clear, get their subs, get their personnel on.
Clock running to 3:20 left in the first. Duke up by a goal.
Yeah, great first quarter.
Quick sub for Duke. Johnston on the run, he's doubled. And they take it from him.
Yeah, Johnson on his cut, received the ball, went underneath Colsey, which gave Providence an opportunity to just get a natural organic double. Colsey's guy sloughs down, doubles the ball.
Good play by Wilkerson. He started the season at attack, moved to midi, and now you're seeing Charlie what he can do on both sides of the field.
Yeah, for sure.
Colsey tracks down the ground ball. Down to 2.5 left in the first. Duke will take a little bit of time here with the 2-1 lead. Again, it's tracked down by Colsey. And it's a shot clock violation.
Yeah, good defense by Providence, right? They're playing aggressive. To your point before about Jay Wilkerson and making the switch to midfield, he leads the team right now with 11 goals. You know, opportunity to play two ways, get matchups out of the midfield with a short stick, invert a little bit.
That ball is turned over. Duke going back on offense.
Duke getting their first line midfield back out.
2 minutes to play in the first. Crowd continuing to file in here at Howard Middle School. Nice day for Lacrosse. A little windy, but sunny, about 50.
Kirsch is on a shorty. The natural attackman is really comfortable with a short stick.
There's a shot and a goal. Is that Johnston again?
That was Johnston again. Time and room from up top. Nice step down. All right, so you see defender fall. Kirsch's draw the slide, throw down, skip through the defense as they rotate and try to recover to the big shooter at the top of the field. What I love by this shot with Johnson is he has the ability, and he showcases it there, to shoot from where his hands are when he receives the ball, right? He doesn't have to waste time cradling, adjusting his hands. Wherever his hands are when he receives the pass, he's comfortable shooting from. And to all those youth players, you know, watching this game and listening, that's something you need to practice on your own time when you're away from your team, being able to get a shot off wherever your hands are when you receive a pass, when you're a threat to shoot in that position.
Look at Gerard work. He is an absolute demon in that face-off circle.
Yeah, he's a workhorse, and Duke does a really good job, as most teams in Division I do. Providence does it as well, but they do a really good job creating 3-on-3 opportunities off the face-off, right? It's not just our face-off guy versus yours. It's our face-off team against yours. And you see a lot of really good wing play from the Duke players as well.
Duke now up 3-1 after Johnston's second goal. Ortlieb got the assist on that last goal. A minute left in the first. Duke keeps possession.
Yeah, about a 5-second differential in the shot clock and the game clock.
wind now starting to pick up. You can hear it in our microphones. Predicted to be 30, 40 mile an hour gusts today, Charlie.
Yeah, you could tell by watching the players' jerseys as they play as well. Duke putting pressure on the ride, not in a 10-man, but still aggressive, creates a turnover. This is dangerous for Providence. Duke chooses to pull it out. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Hold for the last one here.
Duke gets Johnston back on the field. He's on the near side.
Yeah, look for Johnson to go around 10 seconds here. Yep, he goes at 10.
Turn and fire.
Boom.
And there's a goal. Pappendick, the junior midfielder, 5th goal on the season for him.
Duke goals scored by
Yeah, so Duke holds for one, right? They get the ball in there. Big guy Johnson to start.
1.9 seconds
Rebound.
on the clock.
Pops out to Pappendick. That's a couple things. That's awareness. You know that there's only a couple seconds left in the quarter. You know you have to get it off. But that's also awareness, knowing where you are on the field when the ball ends up in your stick. You don't have to look at the goal. You don't have to get set. You know where you are, and if you know where you are, you know where the goal is. Get the ball in your stick, get it out, put it on the cage, and it'll fall.
That's the end of the first quarter. So our
That's
score
the end of the
after
first.
1 quarter of play,
Duke
Duke
leads
4,
4-1.
Providence 1. We're back right after this on T&D Sports Video.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Byrne comes around the left side. Shot and a goal! Liam Byrne with the first. Scored another one. They scored one. A shot and a save. Bonacera.
Very patient.
Shot and a goal.
Great
there
job.
he is.
Great.
Patrick Island.
Up top, El Male. Nice feed in front. And Delaberti puts it home. Cooper sophomore up top. Gets a hit. Fires and scores.
Great shot. He's a terrific player.
There's a shot and there's a score by James. Four to one as we start the second quarter from here at Howitt Middle School in Farmingdale. Mike Trezza, Charlie Rizzuto on hand, along with our T&D Sports Video crew to bring you this one. Gerard has been working against Esposito, and Gerard wins it once again.
Yeah, he goes out the front again.
Gerard takes the shot himself. Duke retains possession.
Yeah, that's a good handle there. No risk there if you're the attackman to try and pick that up and make a play off the bounce, because even if it hits your stick and goes out of bounds, it's still a shot even though it touched your stick, and you're in great position to back it up and retain possession anyway.
Duke in the black, goes left to right here in the second. They lead 4-1 over Providence out of the Big East.
Yeah, and you see number 37, Matt Christmas, staying on the field, setting a pick right now. He was working the middle before. Oh, great cut.
Beautiful dish inside.
Yeah, I want to see the replay here. Obviously, we're going to show it to you. I couldn't see how Liam got open on the back side, but that's a great look. Oh, there you go. He just backdoored his defender, put his stick up, wide open, one touch, right? So I know I made a point before to the young players watching, but here's another one, right? We don't want to over-cradle. We don't want busy hands right there. He just allows the ball to fall into his stick. Soft hands, gives a little bit, pushes it back where he came from. So the cut brings him across the front of the goal. He shoots back where he came from because the goalie's going to mirror him and go with him. Shoots to the open chunk of net backside. Great shot, great cut, great look. Good offense.
Sloat had a goal earlier, now a beautiful assist on that goal by Kirschus. Kirschus, as we mentioned, the player out of Shoreham Wading River.
It looks like we might have a hold in there. Yeah, 30-second hold. Oh, no, it's a push. Calling a 30-second push on Duke.
And that's going to go on Menendez.
Number 87, Doug Donovan from the official crew with the call.
So Providence, second man up opportunity for them.
Yeah, Providence sends two cutters down the middle, right off the whistle. See if they get something easy. Rotates into a 1-3-2. Offensive players are becoming so skilled around the goal nowadays that you'll see that feed to one of the pipes with not a lot of angle often in big-time Division I lacrosse because, they twist your shots behind the back shots. They can create angles with the head of their stick, right? I mentioned it before, your stick has eyes. You might not have to see the chunk of net you're shooting for, but if your stick can see it, you could shoot for it.
Good defense by the Blue Devils trying to kill this one off.
Yeah, we're all even now.
Lazaro. Ridden off the play.
Yeah, McGuire's feet are so good. Oftentimes you don't want a defenseman to throw a lot of checks because that's when you lose a step or a half a step, but his feet are so good, always under him.
Still working it around in the Friars. Chambers. Shot goes wide.
All right, backed up by Duke.
Blue Devils take over possession, up 5-1. 12:40 left before halftime.
It's a good possession by Providence, right? Got a couple of good opportunities. Got one in the 32nd man up. Got one at the end of the possession there. I'm liking what Providence is trying to do. I don't know, if the coaching staff is happy with the execution to this point, but Coach Bobby Benson for Providence, he's one of the greater offensive minds in the game. There's always adjustments and things he's going to throw at a defense that'll give them a tough time.
Hicks now in there at attack for the Blue Devils. Good defense by the Friars, takes it away. But Duke gets it right back.
Yeah. Providence throws it away in transition. Not to sound like a broken record, but you don't want to give a good offense second chance possessions. You go from the high of a cause turnover defensively to now having to defend again.
Cialetti stops and waits for help from Hicks. Hicks on the near side. Bumped off the play, gets it back up top.
Yeah, Providence sends the slide from the inside with the pole to get a long pole on the ball, change the matchup.
Cialetti looking for room. Turn and fire. Good save that time by Sterrett. And here's a goal for Duke.
Yeah, so that play starts, similar push by Colsey from before. Jab step with his right, comes around. Sterrett gets a piece, it hits the post, pops out. Now defense is in scramble mode. Nobody sloughs down to cover that backside pipe. Grab the rebound, head up. Little sneak ball side by number 4, Austin Hicks. Finds him. Fake high, shoot low to the backside.
Assist on that goal is number 11, Michael Ortlieb.
Hicks from Ortlieb. Ortlieb's second assist for him this afternoon.
Yeah, and that's Duke's second goal in a row off of a true scramble situation, right? Being careful with the ball, playing with your head up, knowing where your teammates are going to be.
And we've got a timeout.
Timeout, Providence.
We'll take a quick step away. Duke up 6-1. Just under 11 minutes to go before the half.
Shot and a goal! Liam Byrne with the first. Scored another one. They scored one. A shot and a save. Bonacera.
Very patient.
Shot and a goal.
Great
there
job.
He is.
Great.
Patrick Island.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
.50 to go before halftime. Duke up 6-1 over the Friars of Providence. From here at Howard Middle School, Mike Trezza, Charlie Rizzuto, with our T&D Sports Video crew to bring you this one. Duke, as we mentioned, in the top 5 and climbing since the beginning of the season. Cialetti comes back onto the field for the Blue Devils. And here's a turnover. But Duke gets it right back. Low shot and a score by Colsey.
I don't know how far back we're going to get with this replay, but Colsey almost deserves a secondary assist on his own goal. As he creates the turnover with a nice little slap check. He created the turnover. Duke picks up the ground ball, and this is just a great change of level shot off stick side. He drops his hands, yanks the ball up to the the top half of the goal, puts it near side, but offside stick for the goalie. That's a really tough save for the goalie to make.
7-1 Duke. 10 minutes left in the second half. And this time Esposito is up to the task. He'll take it himself and he
Assist
shoots
on
it
that
wide.
goal was number 51, Brady Cialetti.
So Cialetti gets the assist on the goal by Colsey. Colsey's second of the afternoon.
Yeah, Colsey's having a great day. Put the points to the side. He's having a great day with the ball in his stick. He's making plays. He's making plays for his teammates, and obviously riding the ball back on that possession to create an opportunity for himself. University of Virginia was famous for years with how they rode the ball back, and watching this Duke team play right now, especially their attackman ride, is bringing some memories back from the UVA teams over the past few years.
Hicks now getting some run at attack. Johnston gives it off. Far side it goes, now behind the cage. Colsey, close in shot. That's a save by Sterrett.
Yeah, that's a nice save by Sterrett. Nice little dodge by Colsey off the wing. Again, gets the stick back to the inside. Tries to sneak it between Sterrett's feet, but he closes the space. Makes the save. Duke in their 10-man. Really impressed with Providence's ability to break Duke's 10-man ride. Duke's given a lot of teams fits this year with their 10-man, and Providence has broken it almost every time. A couple careless turnovers here or there, but Providence has been doing a nice job managing Duke's 10-man.
Jack Bonello on the far side. Offensive player slips down, and it's taken away by the Devils. Fast breaking. Colsey again, close in shot, turned away by Sterrett.
It's a nice save by Sterrett, staying big. Even though Duke had no numbers there, pushing in an unsettled situation puts a lot of stress on the defense. Providence did a nice job recovering, getting underneath the ball, getting inside their men. And Sterrett, a big frame in the goal, nice and tall, stays big. Looks like he might have got his shoulder on that one.
I was going to say 6'3", 185 out of Brampton, Ontario, Canada, Charlie.
Yeah, Canadians are not necessarily known for the goalie production, right? Offensively skilled players, but he's a really, really good goalie, and he does a really good job staying big in the goal, taking up a lot of net.
Friars need some offense here. Down to 7 minutes to go in the quarter.
See, that's good offense, though, right? You get the defenseman hung, right, which means you have an attackman or even a midfielder that inverts behind the goal with no pressure on him. The defender gets stuck in front of the goal, using the crease and the frame of the cage to your advantage, and they set up some really nice motion and movement off ball in front of the goal, pop somebody open. Just couldn't finish the play.
Sloat in the middle of the field. Gives it up far side.
Duke subbing. That last set by Providence is reminiscent of watching Syracuse play now. Joey Spallina behind the goal, Finn Thompson popping to the pipe. It's good offense there. You just got to finish that one.
6:15 left in the second. Cross-field pass, a fire, a save, Sterrett.
That's a great save by Sterrett. And if you look, he's high on his line. He was on the crease or with his feet just about on the crease as he makes that save, trying to take away a lot of net with his big frame that we talked about before. When a shooter doesn't see a lot of net to hit, obviously it makes it a little bit more difficult to put the ball behind the goalie.
Parker Kennedy carries in and gives it up to Ritchie.
Got a flag down. Looks like Duke is... How many we got there? Are they offsides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Duke's offsides. They got 7 down. So we're playing with an extra man. Looks like Liam Kirschus is free, so look for him to go double the ball at some point. Or just stay in the middle as an extra help defender if somebody gets beat, which actually looks like what they're doing. He's just going to hang out in the middle.
Spin move. Chambers gives it off.
Offside.
I couldn't see why the
30
whistle
seconds.
happened, but it is offsides, 30 seconds on Duke. So here's that save. You see him get out high, maybe a couple steps inside the crease line. Takes a lot of net away from the shooter, especially with his big frame. For a big goalie, you see how agile he is too, right? Able to get down on the shot and then pop right back up to his feet to play wherever the ball might end up next.
And Sterrett's been busy coming into this game, Charlie. Saved over 100 on this season and 56% of his shots.
Yeah, he's been having a really good year for Providence.
So Providence on the man up, trying to make it count right here.
Seal on the inside, good shot, back
Shot
it up.
goes wide. Came from Jaskowitz.
Yeah, curious to see how Providence plays this, right? 30-second offside, so the penalty is going to be released shortly. Penalty
The
released.
sideline yelling 30.
Yep. See, that's the point that I was trying to make before. Like, you have to be aware when the penalty is going to be released. Sometimes you don't want to take a shot with only 2 seconds left in the penalty, because if the goalie saves it, it's an automatic fast break going the other way. And you have to know the penalty is being released through the midfield there and not throw the ball to the top of the field with somebody coming behind the man with the ball to strip it.
Friars retain possession. Looking for the shot is Chambers. He's ridden off the play.
Yeah, playing Chambers with a short stick. McGuire, who defensively is just as sound and as good of a matchup defensively as putting a long pole on a player as skilled as Chambers.
Pappendick carries in. Gives it off to Menke, and we've got a whistle.
Yeah, Duke's offsides again. So for those of you that might not be all that familiar with lacrosse, when you have possession and you go offsides, it's just loss of possession. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, the other team has possession and you go offsides, it's a flag down 30 seconds.
Wilkerson. Off to Brady Garcia. Garcia bumped off the play, has to back up. Under 3.5 to go in the half. Garcia comes forward.
Oh, that's a great slide.
Duke with some ferocious defense on this trip.
Yeah, and Providence standing toe-to-toe with them in terms of physicality. It's a great dodge.
Can't uncork the shot, but Providence keeps the ball. Flag down behind the goal.
Yeah, tough to tell how much space he had on the dodge there, but that's a great jab step. Get the defender to step and lean, get underneath. Couldn't tell if he got the shot off or not. Flag down, probably pushing the back with possession.
Let's get the call. Cross-check.
Cross-check. Yeah, so this is going to be locked in.
1 minute penalty.
So
Cross-check.
ball behind the goal.
Unreleasable.
Providence picks it up. They dodge underneath. It's a 1 minute cross-check, but it's to the head and neck area, which means that it's locked in. So what locked in means, typically in lacrosse, if you go man up and you score a goal, the penalty is released. If a penalty is locked in like this one is, if Providence scores here, we go to the face-off X, Duke remains man down.
Almost a must-score situation right here for the Friars.
Great
They're down
no-look.
by half a dozen.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity for Providence to get another one on the board, start to climb their way back into this game.
2:38 left in the half. Crowd continues to grow, so does the wind. Low
Great
shot
shot.
and a score.
So here comes the replay, right? Matt Lazaro on the goal. Penn State transfer, former 5-star recruit. So on the Matt's last touch, he caught the ball on that wing, and he threw a no-look pass across the field, right? And when you make plays like that one, you keep a defense on their heels because they understand that no matter where you're looking, that might not be where you're going with the ball. Matt steps down to that one, low-to-low release, puts it in that low far corner. You could hear the ping of the pipe up here.
Esposito's had a tough assignment against Girard today. Let's see if he can get possession this time. And Duke is going to gain possession.
Yeah, push on Providence. Curious to see over the course of the game what adjustments Providence continues to try at the face-off X to get some possessions.
Jack Cooper is their alternate face-off man. We've not seen him yet. 2 minutes left in the half. Duke up 7-2 over Providence.
Curious to find out maybe at halftime if we have replay technology for the officials here at Howard Middle School. Reason why I ask is because when there's a check to the head or neck area, usually they replay that, but they didn't on that one. I wonder if they have it down on the field.
Got a timeout.
Timeout, Duke.
And we'll take a quick break.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Up top, El Male. Nice feed in front. And Delaberti puts it home. Cooper sophomore up top. Gets a hit. Fires and scores!
Great shot. He's a terrific player.
There's a shot and there's a score by James.
The whole game, or only part of it, complete with commentary.
7-2 Duke on top of Providence. 1:42 left in the second quarter. Great crowd here on hand at Howard Middle School.
Yeah, and they just keep coming in.
Duke looking to tack one on now. Slow, right-handed shot, and Sterrett gets down to greet it.
Yeah, I'm impressed by Sterrett's ability to be agile in the goal. I know I said that before, but for a tall kid, he plays the 6 feet vertically in the goal really well.
Kennedy carries in for the Friars. Sends it across the field to Brady Garcia. Now Garcia going to work. Gets bumped, gets doubled, has his pocket pick.
Yeah, that's a great double. When the on-ball defender engaged the Dodger and the Dodger got tied up, that's a great time to send the double from the back of the Dodger so he can't see it coming.
Under a minute to play, 40 seconds left in the half. Duke trying to extend this lead to half a dozen.
Colsey with a short stick here.
These Duke kids will be aware of the clock and try to time it just right here. Turn and fire. Sterrett turns it away.
Yep, hits the post. They're trying to switch the matchup.
Colsey walks right in and scores!
Great awareness by Colsey. Providence does not want a short stick on number 2 in black. And as you see on the replay, short stick defensive midfielder is communicating to his pole, trying to get a switch there so they could change the matchup. Colsey sees it. Nobody's really on him. He just pushes the space, protects the stick, gets a stick back to the inside, finishes around the goalie.
6.7 seconds left in the half. Duke now up by 6, 8-2.
Really impressed by Colsey today.
Procedure on Gerard sends the ball over to Esposito and the Friars. They'll have to go to work quickly. They don't get the shot off in time, and anyway, it's saved by Jamison.
Yeah, like I was saying before, really impressed with Colsey's first half. Really impressed with Colsey throughout the beginning of his Duke career, right? We said before, transfer from Virginia, top recruit coming out of Ridgefield, Connecticut. Lacrosse family, dad one of the best to ever suit up. But the poise that he's playing with today, the confidence that he's playing with today, his ability to be a playmaker, a shooter, a dodger, a feeder, you're seeing the whole package today from Colsey.
We're going to take a quick break and be back with some halftime coverage right after this. Duke on top of Providence, 8-2.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Byrne comes around the left side. Shot and a goal! Liam Byrne with the first. Scored another one. They scored one. A shot and a save. Bonacera.
Very patient.
Shot and a goal.
Great
there
job.
he is.
Great.
Patrick Island.
Up top, El Male. Nice feed in front, and Delaberti puts it home. Cooper sophomore up top. Gets a hit. Fires and scores!
Great shot. He's a terrific player.
There's a shot and there's a score by James.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Byrne comes around the left side. Shot and a goal! Liam Byrne with the first. Scored another one. They scored one. A shot and a save. Bonacera.
Very patient.
Shot and a goal.
Great
there
job.
he is.
Great.
Patrick Island. and a goal! Liam Byrne with the first. Scored another one. They scored one. A shot and a save. Bonacera.
Very patient.
Shot and a goal.
Great
there
job.
he is.
Great.
Patrick Island.
Up top, El Male. Nice feed in front. And Delaberti puts it home. Cooper sophomore up top. Gets it hit. Fires and scores.
Great shot. He's a terrific player.
There's a shot and there's a score by James.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Up top, El Male. Nice feed in front. And Delaberti puts it home. Cooper sophomore up top. Gets it hit. Fires and scores.
Great shot. He's a terrific player.
There's a shot and there's a score by James.
Byrne comes around the left side. Shot and a goal! Liam Byrne with the first. Scored another one. They scored one. A shot and a save. Bonacera.
Very patient.
Shot and a goal.
Great
there
job.
he is.
Great.
Patrick Island.
As we get ready to start the second half, it is Duke on top of Providence, 8-2. Mike Trezza, Charlie Rizzuto. Charlie, let's take a look at some of the upcoming events we'll have on T&D as we get into the spring schedule here. We've got Sachem North against Syosset. That's boys lacrosse. That'll be on the 28th. And as we get into April, we have IMG Academy of Florida taking on St. Anthony's. Port Washington against Syosset. St. Anthony's against Sacred Heart. And Manhasset versus Garden City.
Yeah, those last four games are huge girls lacrosse games, right? IMG Academy, nationally known, coming up to play St. Anthony's is a huge one.
And we want you to follow us on Instagram at TD Sports Video. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. But meanwhile, Charlie, we've got the first half scoring summary we want to take a look at.
Yeah, going to break before we were talking about Colsey. He's got 3 goals. Johnson with 1, Sloat with 1, Kershus with 1, Papendick with 1, Hicks with 1. So impressed by Duke's ability to spread the wealth, right? So you have one guy with 3 and a bunch with 1 going into the half, and Lazaro and Chambers with 1 each for Providence.
And if you're Coach Benson, in your locker room at halftime, what are you talking to your kids about?
Just taking care of the ball in transition, right? So Duke had a couple of second chance possessions with some unforced turnovers by Providence. I know Duke's 10-man ride could give programs and teams fits. But I was actually impressed with Providence's approach to breaking the 10-man, just some uncharacteristic turnovers, and then communicating defensively. It's tough to hear up in the booth, so I can't say that they're not. But Duke had 2 goals off of rebounds that they just found and put the ball in the back of the net, like unsettled scramble situations. So try to shore those up a little bit to the best of your ability.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the second half and all the action right after this on our college Division I Men's Game of the Week on T&D Sports Video Productions.
Jump shot, leave your knee shot? We've got specialists for that. Face down after that face off? We've got specialists for that. Half pipe, leave you full of pain? We've got specialists for that. Orland & Cohen's top orthopedic team has specialized expertise and extensive training from the nation's premier programs in sports medicine, knee, shoulder, hip, spine, hand, foot, and ankle, so you can feel better, faster.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
As we mentioned, Charlie, Duke started the season in the top 10, has climbed a little bit. They're now number 5 as we take a look at the national top 10 in men's lacrosse.
Yeah, there's been a lot of movement in the top 10 so far this year. Syracuse has been number 1 at one point. Maryland was number 1. As you see right now, Notre Dame's number 1. But the surprise to a degree, but at the very least the feel-good story so far of this early season has been Richmond sitting at number 2. Richmond's been doing a really nice job bringing in a lot of talent from around the country, building their program up over the past few years, giving teams down south tough runs over the past few years. But now it's not just a tough out for Richmond. They're winning some of those games, putting themselves at number 2 in the country.
Great crowd here at Howard Middle School as we start the second half. Mike Trezza, Charlie Rizzuto. Duke gains possession off the face-off. They're up 8-2 as we start third quarter action. Want to thank the folks here at Farmingdale for having done such a great job putting this together and really being hospitable to us this afternoon. Ben Johnston. Now Kershus and Cialetti run on.
It looked like number 9, Luke Engelke, took that last faceoff for Duke.
That shot goes wide.
Yeah, we're going to have a flag down right now on Providence. Number 8 running through the pick of Kershus.
That's Olenek.
Yeah, 1 minute unnecessary roughness.
Providence penalty, that's a 1-minute penalty.
Olenek, one of their leaders in the midfield, the long stick midi, 18 ground balls on the season.
Yeah, he does a really nice job playing the ball off the ground. In situations like that, you can run through a pick, but if you turn, you see the pick, and you take a few steps, especially if you extend your hands as you run through the pick, the officials are going to call that unnecessary. If you don't see the pick coming and you just kind of turn into it and run through it, that sometimes is a different story.
Two-man game near side. He has a shot and there's a score. Kershus.
Yeah, the moment Kershus got rid of that ball, I knew he was getting it back, and I knew he was going to shoot it if he had a little bit of room to step into it. So, Duke man up, right, moving the ball, get it out to the wing. Kershus throws it up top. Providence sloughs down a little bit, throw it right back to Kershus, time to step in. This is just a great shot, and what I like most about this shot is as Kershus steps in, the approach that he takes to the defender that's in front of him, he used that defender as a screen, right? So you have a big goalie that takes up a lot of net. You have a really good, really skilled shooter in Liam. He can put the ball just about anywhere he wants on the goal, uses the defender as a screen so the goalie can't find the ball coming out of his stick until late, puts it in that upper right corner.
Kershus with his second on the day, gives him 9 on the season. Coach Danowski not afraid to let the freshman go to work.
Yeah, he'll use his whole bench. If he brought him to Duke, he has confidence in their ability to play.
Hard shot. Ball's loose in front. Collision in front of the net. Good ground ball that time by Duke.
Yeah, that's a great ground ball. All right, but this is what Duke's been doing all year, and we've been seeing it, all game today, getting those second chance possessions, riding hard, big ground balls. I hate cliches, but this one's true, right? Ground balls win games because ground balls turn into possessions, and when the other team doesn't have the ball, they can't score. The more you have the ball, the more opportunities you get to score.
That was Zach Jepson with that ground ball, and here's a goal by Sloat, his second of the game.
Yeah, and when we watch this one on the replay, it's Sloat and Kershus again. And if you watch, so last time they sloughed in, I know that it was a man-up opportunity last time, but last time they sloughed in on Kershus. Kershus stepped in, pings the corner. Now they come down off of Sloat. When that defender sloughs in, Kershus pops it right back up to Sloat. Now he has time and room to step in. And what I like about that, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but on the last shot from the wing, Kershus put it to the far top corner. On that one, Sloat puts it high to the near side. So as a tandem, they're also keeping the goalie on his heels.
10-2 Duke. Under 13 minutes left in the third.
The coach in me really wishes that was intentional. Like knowing that the last shot went backside, I'm going to put this one near side.
Duke continues to press on the gas here. Pappendick on the far side.
Duke running their second midfield.
Drago is in there. He's doubled. Has to give it up top.
And little plays like that one have been one of the keys to Duke's success today. They're winning those 50-50 balls, again, to turn into second chance possessions.
Johnston gets a pick, still with possession at the 20. Drago sends it far side. Hard shot goes wide.
Yeah, I want to point out Dean Metzger. He's hit the matchup with Johnson a lot today, right? Johnson's put up a couple points. Duke offense is obviously playing well, but Metzger's been doing a nice job playing the physical game on Johnson. He's been doing, if you watch him right now off ball, he's been doing a nice job being aware of where Johnson is at all times and also playing team defense off of his matchup.
Another save by Sterrett.
Metzger, another big boy.
And another Long Island kid out of Cary.
Yep.
$11:20 left in the third.
Yeah, a lot of nice homecomings today. Duke doesn't have a ton of Long Island guys on their roster. They have a few. Providence has a few. But pretty much the entire Duke staff is Long Island guys. You got Carroll Kennedy on the Providence staff. That's a Long Island guy. About 20 years ago, Carroll was my assistant coach over at Comac back in the day. He was running the defense for me when I was the head coach over there. And you could ask him. I taught him everything he knows, and now he's at Providence. Now, Carroll's coaching under Bobby Benson. He's going to learn a ton. He's got a great mentor I'd put $20 that in 5 years he's a head coach somewhere.
Lazaro has been bottled up for the most part today.
Nice check.
Is Johnson with possession, straight to the cage, and then stops and backs it out.
Yeah, Metzger approaches well, gets his hands in his gloves. Colsey.
Close-in shot, score!
Colsey with a nice finish. That's his 4th of the game. Another person I've been really impressed with today, first time I've ever seen him play in person, is Aiden McGuire. I know I've mentioned his name a few times. He's a short stick D-midi, great feet. But if you watch him there playing as an offensive midfielder, puts his shoulder into the defender's chest, keeps his hands free, draws the attention of the Providence defense, little upfield slide there, and then has the awareness to just drop it to Colsey. And Colsey's going to finish that one 99 times out of 100. Aiden McGuire having another great game today on both sides of the ball.
Gerard wins the face-off for Duke. Ten minutes even to go in the third. Duke now comfortably on top. Curtius gets on, gets possession, gets a pick.
So here's that 5-on-5 game. Both face-off guys still on the field.
Turning over the shoulder shot. That goes wide, chased down by Duke.
Yeah, Colsey does a really nice job getting up the hash and shooting the ball on the run. Again, if you're a young player watching this game, watch Colsey come up the hash and ping that backside, or at least shoot for that backside pipe. You do that 50, 100 times in your backyard a few times a week. It's a great thing to have in your bag. Being able to get shots off without running by your defender. Just have your hands free from a good spot.
Turn and fire. Providence now with possession.
Looks like Duke is getting into their 10-man and caused another turnover.
Friars have had trouble getting it out of their own zone all day.
Yeah, for those of you not familiar with what a 10-man is, when you're clearing the ball, essentially you have an extra player because you're using your goalie in the clear, so you're 7-on-6. When the riding team takes their goalie out of their goal on the opposite end and uses their goalie to cover an attackman, now you could essentially man up on your offensive side of the field and put a lot of pressure on the ball to try to create turnovers.
Cioletti, bounce shot, goes wide. Duke keeps possession.
One thing that Providence hasn't done today when Duke's jumped into their 10-man, and you see it happen sometimes, is take a shot from the defensive end of the field. Great take, Curtius.
Curtius with the hat trick.
Yeah, and I mentioned it before, right? Liam Curtius, sophomore at Shoreham Wading River. He was an attackman at Shoreham, came to Duke as an attackman last year, played attack a little bit, and then they moved him to the midfield. So he is really, really comfortable back there, especially when he gets a short stick matchup, right? Liam Curtius behind the goal on a short stick is advantageous for Duke, regardless of who the short stick is, right? He's quick, he's shifty, he's a good dodger, a good feeder, good shooter on the run, as he demonstrated right then. So inverting him behind the goal on a short stick is an opportunity for Duke to either let Curtius go to the goal or generate a slide and turn him into a feeder.
And he wants to put on a show for this Long Island crowd today.
Absolutely. I know of at least a few Shoreham Wading River people that are in the stands, not counting his family right now.
Duke crowd in front of us, very appreciative of that takeaway.
Yeah, that's been the DNA, or at least a portion of the DNA of Duke this year.
Shot, or I should say passes, overshot, overcooked, and that ball's going to go back over to the Friars.
Yeah, uncharacteristic turnover by Duke. But give Providence credit, right? Getting into their ride, putting some pressure on the ball, forcing that pass to go over their teammates' head. Not a
hey, here you go, Luca! 7:24 left in the third. Duke first double-digit lead of the day as they're up now 12-2 over the Friars of Providence.
And if you're Providence here, right, just keep playing. Coach Benson's doing a really nice job with his staff and these kids, building up this program, putting it on the map, scheduling teams like Duke, right? Just keep playing.
Ball goes back over to Duke.
Yeah, good backside look there. Pass just a little off target. It's a tough handle. It's a good look. If they connect on that, opportunity for a step-down shot by Lazaro.
.6:15 left in the third. Blue Devils now looking to run a little clock. They'll spread it out and run around in a little while.
Yeah, Duke was just making some subs. Looks like they're in the personnel they want right now. Not really a down pick there, but they run some interference off the throw down. Give Colsey an opportunity to dodge.
Pass trickles off the stick, picked
shot.
up by Benson. And Johnston scores.
Yeah, the moment he picked the ball up, I didn't mean to step on you there, Mike, but I think I said this is a shot. He didn't have it in his right hand, but he splits down the alley to his left. It doesn't matter righty, lefty. If Johnson has his hands free from a spot, he's going to shoot the ball. Sneaks that one near side. Not sure if that's where he wanted to put it or not, but if that's where he wanted to put it, he put that one in a coffee can.
Providence gains possession off this faceoff. Lazaro keeps it in. Chambers is doubled.
Yeah, interference, moving pick.
Hicks in there again at attack, sends it to Johnston. Nice setup in front, but the ball goes the other way to the Friars.
Yeah, 3-on-3 lacrosse for...
As a shot that goes wide to Jamison.
Yeah, Jamison with great hustle to back that shot up. Providence with a good decision, right? Push 3-on-3 lacrosse there, right? Knowing the situation, not only are you 3-on-3, but we're in the third quarter, 13-2 game. It's an opportunity to catch Duke unsettled. Had the shot, also had an opportunity to look backside there to a trailer that had a lot of space if he could have seen him on the backside, cutting that backside pipe.
Jamison's not faced many shots today, but I may be having a shot at Jamison tonight.
Yeah, he hasn't faced a lot of shots, but he's also done a really good job with the ball in his stick in the clear.
Kershus doubled, has to give it up. Johnston thought about the shot. Actually, it is Johnston near side.
Good approach there by number 77, Jack Bourget. Colsey with the shake.
And a shot and a score.
I believe that's his fifth.
Blue Devil goal scored by number 2.
He comes into the game with 15 goals. He's leaving with at least 20. Little shake there on the wing. His feet are so good. His feet are so quick. The defender approached him, right? So he squared up to the defender. The defender approached him square, which gives him a two-way go, which essentially means he's a threat on either side of the defender. He's a threat dodging to the defender's shoulder on either side of him. He goes underneath there, pops, gets his feet set, takes a nice lefty shot, puts it in the goal. When you're a Dodger, you want to You want to create opportunities where you can be a threat to keep that defender off balance, where you could dodge either side.
Duke back on offense as they have been most of the afternoon here. 3:20 left in the third. All over Providence, 14-2.
Yep.
Shot and a score. Ben Johnston.
That's Johnson's size, strength, skill, shooting ability. Brings his hands down and yanks that one right under the crossbar. So first, you get the top side dodge, right? LSM sets the pick and then bails. The Providence player bails with him, which creates space behind it for Johnston to pop into, throw back, and again, when his hands are free from 12 yards and in, he's a catch and a shoot. Gets his hands free, steps down, changes his levels on his shot, tucks it right under the crossbar. There aren't many goalies in the country that are saving that shot. Great grab. Nice save.
Engelke, the backup faceoff guy in there now for Duke. Duke gains possession nonetheless. It's Ben Johnston near side. Gets it back, directs traffic. Drago
Backside.
now in there at midi. And Providence takes it away.
Yeah, now you see Providence keeping their pole on, bringing their pole out to the near sideline by the Duke bench, dragging the Duke defender out. Going to play 5-on-5 behind it, or I guess inside of it, depending on how you look at the field.
Joseph had it knocked off his stick, but recovers.
Still 5-on-5 as Providence subs.
Shot is blocked in front.
It's a nice lift. Couldn't tell the number of the defender. Sometimes the black jerseys on the blue numbers is tough to see, but that's a nice lift, getting the Dodgers' gloves. And whether he shoots there or he goes to move it, it's really tough to move the ball or shoot the ball with a stick in your bottom hand. Stretching box side.
.115 left in the third. Under a minute to go in the third. Duke looking to time it just right here. Put another one in. Drago has it skip off his stick. Fighting for it, but it goes to Providence.
35 to go in the quarter. Plenty of time for Providence to clear and generate some offense.
Olenek, the guy with that ground ball for the Friars.
Good luck.
Nice dish in front.
That's in.
That's Joseph, his first of the game.
Yeah, that's a great look. Again, Providence has an opportunity to create some unsettled situations. Both teams are still going through their substitution patterns. Right, great backdoor cut from the wing, little give and go. Right, you hear about that a lot, at the youth level for sure. It's never a bad thing to move the ball and move your feet, right? With coaching at the youth level for years, we talk about move the ball, move your feet. We also talk about pass, catch, cut, carry. Pass, cut, catch, carry. So when you're the guy with the ball on your stick, you move the ball, you make a cut. When you receive the pass, you're moving your feet. You're either a feeder or a dodger, or you're going to move the ball one more. Pass, cut, catch, carry, and it generates good offense.
Joseph from Matilla was the guy who had the assist on that. Providence looking to get another one on the board, and
the end
that's
of
handled
three.
by Jamison. That's the end of 3.
15-3.
Our score at the end of 3, Duke 15, Providence 3. We're back with the
Again,
fourth quarter right after
concession
this.
stands are open at the west end.
Up top, El Male. Nice feed in front, and Delaberti puts it home. Cooper sophomore up top. Gets it in. Fires and scores!
Great shot. He's a terrific player.
There's a shot and there's a score by James. Coach Benson now in his 4th year at the helm at Providence, Charlie, and he came from Maryland where he did a good job there.
Yeah, as we were in the huddle there, you could see Coach Benson in the white actually talking to Coach Kennedy, who I was mentioning before, in the gray. Coach Benson, starred at Hopkins. He started his coaching career under legendary Coach Dave Petramala at Hopkins, and then when Petro was no longer at Hopkins, Coach Benson moved on to Maryland. He was one of the hottest commodities as an assistant coach. Yes, he's one of the hottest commodities as an assistant coach in the country. When teams were looking for head coaching jobs, and I have all the faith, and there's a lot of people around the country that have all the faith in him and his ability to lead this Providence program.
All right, Chris, you play a great job. Play.
Again, in his 4th year, trying to build it slowly. Got to recruit the top players in the country if you can get them to come and play for you, and try to build it a little bit at a time, which is what he's trying to do. Providence in the white had a brief possession to start this 4th quarter. They trailed 15-3 against Duke here at Howard Middle School. Mike Trezza, Charlie Rizzuto on hand with our T&D Sports video crew to bring you this one.
And we'll keep an eye on any substitutions that either team might be making.
Low shot and a score. Cioletti again.
Yeah, that's a great shot. We've mentioned it a couple times with a couple of the shooters today from Duke and from Providence, changing his level.
Let's go, two.
That's a low to high shot, right? Drops his hands, drops the head of his stick, yanks it right up, near side, off stick side. We've seen a couple of shots go to that near side, which is off stick on a righty goalie. These Duke shooters are obviously super skilled, right? Johnson with a great just drop pass there to the wing, catching the ball with your feet set, hands free. No real slide or support there defensively for Providence, so you're shooting that ball every time.
Yeah, two. Oh, yeah, two. One big cannon.
Providence takes possession. But it's a quick one as they turn it over to Duke. Ball's loose in front, and there's a shot and a score.
Yeah, that's Mac Christmas. We mentioned him earlier. Again, Duke letting their long poles be part of transition, right? You see that all over college lacrosse now. Colsey being patient, finds the trailer, right? If there's nothing in front of you or nothing in transition, it's always a good idea to look to the trailer. Having faith in your long stick midi to not only give him the ball, but that he's going to make a play.
Christmas.
Take a quick break.
Experience. Trusted. Proven. Excellence. Over 20 years of professional sports video production. The industry standard. T&D Sports Video Production. Whether it's a single game, a whole season, or a college recruitment video, T&D Sports is your one-stop video solution. T&D Sports Video Productions. All sports, all levels, all the time.
Seventeen to 3, Duke on top of Providence. 13 and a half left to go in the game.
Yeah, Engelke taking that face-off again for Duke.
We haven't talked today, Charlie, a lot about this facility, but a really top-notch facility here at Howard Middle School, right in the middle of downtown Farmingdale.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful facility. Middle school or not, it's a beautiful facility.
Great field, scoreboard, great stands, nice press box. When you hear college games being played in the middle field, you say, hey, what are we doing here? But
yeah, I had to double check just to make sure that it was correct. But, Farmingdale, prideful community, right? It takes a lot of pride in a lot of things, athletics being one of them.
And adjacent to this are baseball fields. Again, all artificial surfaces, top notch. Is a save by Jamison. Actually, the ball skips past him.
Yeah, one thing that might be important to note, I mentioned it earlier briefly, is how many injuries Providence has had this year and how many guys they have out right now. So, one of their leading midfielders, Sam Brazel's out. Cooper Anderson's out with an injury. As you see Providence get on the board there.
Actually, it's the backup goalie who's in there now for Duke, Cunningham, the sophomore.
Providence goal scored by number
As we watch the
9,
replay here,
Richie
we've mentioned it a few
Joseph.
times today, right? Invert, get a short stick behind the goal, right? Drive up the hash. Similar to a couple of shots that Colsey has taken today, except it's not a jump shot. Keep your feet on the ground, gives you an opportunity to drive your back hip through a little bit, get some power. Sometimes it's easier to rotate when you jump, but when you leave your feet or your feet aren't anchored to the ground, sometimes you can lose some power on your shot. So the ability to rotate and drive your back hip through with your feet on the ground can help generate some power on your shot for you.
Got to give both these teams credit for being able to play this neutral site game here on the island where they know that they're going to get a big crowd in Lacrosse crazy Long Island.
Yeah, 100%, right? Long Island people, whenever there's a big game around, you're going to get a crowd. But just back to that point I was making before, Providence, they've had 3 guys get knee surgery this week alone. They're down 2 starting defensemen from the start of the year. They've had 4 ACL injuries this year. And then, like I said, Sam Brazel, one of their leading midfielders, and Cooper Anderson from the midfield are both out with injury. So they're a little banged up. But again, they're a deep team with good coaching. So, the score might be a little lopsided right now, but the boys on the field are going toe-to-toe with these kids from Duke.
Hicks sends it behind the cage, and it's going to go over to the Friars.
Yeah, good defense there, errant pass. Oh, great grab.
Duke thought about shooting, instead backed it out with Papendick.
Yeah, smart decision there by Papendick. You get to dictate when you have the ball in your stick. No reason to take that shot right there, possibly cause a turnover. Duke starting to sub some other guys through, right? Give those kids an opportunity to play some meaningful minutes.
Always smart when the score is well in hand. to give the less experienced kids some run.
Yeah, good dodge, good shot, good save. Duke again coming up with those 50-50 balls off a rebound. Nice save.
Getting low that time is Sterrett. Sterrett, as you mentioned, Charlie, a big kid, but able to get down there and stop those low ones.
Yeah, I've been impressed with that by him all game. Duke with that gauntlet of an ACC schedule coming up soon. One of the things that they've been kind of famous for and known for under John Danowski over the past 20 years is playing their best lacrosse at the end of the year. Because like I said earlier, you know, when he brings you to Duke, he has confidence that you could play and he'll play you. So, you know, no surprise here that Duke's starting to run some guys that maybe didn't get a ton of minutes earlier in the game or so far this season, you know, playing their 7th game. They're always ready to go second half of the season and through their playoff run because they've developed talent throughout the course of the year, and they're always one of the deeper teams come playoff time.
Quick turn and fire by Joseph. His shot wouldn't work, and Duke takes possession. Mankey on the run. Dishes off. And the backup goalie is now in there. It's Eddie Perry who's in there in goal for Providence.
Yeah, Perry's a big boy too.
6'3", $190. Duke takes it on the run.
Yeah, Duke got advantage there. They won the sub game, right? So you had a Providence player chasing. So for, you know, 3, 4 seconds, 5, 7 yards, you're playing 6-on-5. And if you could generate a slide, find somebody inside, you got a good opportunity to get a shot on goal.
8:40 left in the game. Cioletti, couple spin moves, trying to lose his defender. Drago, save by Perry.
Yeah, Perry got down on that one, eats it up. Duke not in their 10-man, but still riding hard.
Coming off a convincing win over Air Force, 21-6 last Saturday.
Yeah, Duke turned that up as the game progressed, similar to, you know, the trajectory of today's game. Give Air Force a lot of credit for scheduling Duke and then Syracuse back-to-back.
Ball movement by the Friars. Ball comes back up top.
Yeah, nice job on the initial dodge there to flip the defender's hips. Defender, short stick defensive midfielder tried to force the Dodger down that left alley.
Shot at point blank range is turned away.
But the Dodger attacked the defender and then got him to flip his hips back to the opposite side of the field, getting to his strong right hand, and then throwing the ball back when the defense started to rotate.
So again, we can't mention it often enough, Charlie. All credit to the folks in the Farmingdale School District for scheduling this game for the 3rd year in a row. Showcase big-time D1 college lacrosse here on the island.
Yeah, it's a great event. It's the 3rd year. They got, you know, Duke and Providence obviously playing today. They've had Bryant come through in years past. They've always had you know, top D1 talent, showcasing a lot of Long Island coaches. Obviously today, a lot of Long Island players over the course of the years putting this event on. They've had UMass come through. They've had Rutgers come through. So a lot of credit to the Farmingdale community.
6:20 left in the game. Cautious, change of direction.
Yeah, Kirsch is still getting minutes late in the game. Long Island kid.
Scoop shot, save Perry, put back in.
Yeah, that's a great heads-up play. I think that was Hicks. Tough to tell. Looked like it was Hicks. But again, we've mentioned it a few times. There's another opportunity, scoring opportunity, goal in this case, that Duke was able to generate just by being on the balls of their feet, being aware, being ready, and getting possession off of a rebound.
Perry was up to the task on the initial shot, but he let it trickle away from him.
Yeah, that's a tough rebound to gather up and to gobble up, right? It's a low shot, hard shot, deceptive shot to a degree. Shooter hit the head of their stick really well. Great save. Need some help there, though. Throw some checks when the ball's on the ground.
You can collect at the concession stand.
Duke moved.
Possession to Providence. Down 18-4, but still battling here with under 6 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. I want to see Providence continue to attack here, right? It's 18-4. You got, under 6 minutes to go. But play this game like it's 0-0 first quarter, first possession. Especially when Providence starts to switch their personnel a little bit, get some other kids in the game, right? Just forget about the score, forget about the quarter, forget about the time.
Low shot goes wide. 5:17 left.
Nice low save. Duke switched their goalie again. Nice finish. It's one of the things that you love to see, right? Like you don't love seeing lopsided games, right? You want to see both teams in the game for the duration of the game, but in a lopsided game, when some of those other players that don't get a lot of minutes get into the game, and you see one of them score, and you see the sideline erupt the way the Duke sideline just erupted. That's always nice to see. John Danowski, obviously, a lacrosse genius, right, with all the success he had at Hofstra and obviously now here at Duke. But he's also really well known for a lot of other things, right? When you bring up John Danowski, the first thing people usually talk about is what a great guy he is. But then the second thing that they normally talk about is the culture that he creates everywhere that he goes. And you could just tell this Duke team really supportive of one another and wanted to see these other guys that won't get a lot of minutes have success when they step on the field. In addition to that being a textbook fast break.
Good battle in the face-off circle that time. Won by Ben McCarthy, who's in there in relief of Gerard, who did a tremendous job early in the game.
Yep. So that's John. Matt's over here. John's over there. That's over and back. So similar to basketball, right, in lacrosse, over and back is a change of possession. As you see, a nice shot there of Coach Danowski. He came over to the Duke program about 20 years ago. Not to go into details of what actually happened, like you could Google that yourself. But the Duke program was in turmoil, and not only were they looking for a really great lacrosse coach to continue the success that Duke was building down there, getting ready to compete for a national championship, but they needed somebody that could come in, galvanize the program, be a mentor to the players, but also use some of his counseling background to make sure that he knew that the players supported the players to get them to support each other. I think that first year there they did play for a national championship and then won their first one shortly thereafter, and it's been nothing but success ever since.
Point blank shot is fanned on in front from Stone Evans. Stone was on the doorstep.
Great transition goal, and you see the Duke sideline are up there too.
They're across the 20 threshold for the second game in a row.
Yeah, we talked about finding the trailer before, right? So the ball comes down the right side, throw down, nothing, find the trailer, hit the trailer, time and room, puts it down between the goalie's feet. You see the Duke sideline erupting, celebrating. Again, these kids that don't get a ton of minutes, it's always nice to see them put one in the back of the goal or make a play.
Owen Mears on the score that time, freshman attack.
Yeah, Mike, before that goal, you mentioned Stone Evans. Stone Evans, really good player, plays internationally for Team Jamaica. You see a lot of highlights of Stone online. Really, really, really skilled offensive lacrosse player.
Under 3 minutes to go. Duke on top 20-4. This has been a great event, very successful in terms of attendance. Long Island crowd getting treated to some D1 top 5 lacrosse today.
Yeah, it's a nice opportunity for both teams, right? So Duke, again, Matt Danowski coming home, getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, the Duke players with the Long Island ties, the Duke coaching staff with the Long Island ties, but it's also a nice opportunity for Providence to showcase their program on Long Island, right? Get their kids out in front of a Long Island crowd, showcase their program to some future Long Island recruits. Oh, that's great awareness.
And a score. Stone Evans.
Yeah, we just talked about Stone, right? International player for Jamaica, highly skilled. Also a really, really, really smart lacrosse player. And this is just great awareness, right? So I mentioned before how the Duke goalies are doing a nice job in the clearing game, being part of the clear, handling the ball. So they're the Duke goalies, part of the clear, handling the ball, is out of the goal. And when the ball gets turned over, Stone Evans knows that. And he knows he's a shooter and he's got a great stick and he can be really accurate. So he shoots that one from about 20, 25 yards, immediately puts it in the back of the goal, gets Providence back on the board.
2:15 left in the game. Aggressive defense that time by the Friars. Spaziano. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. Don't forget, folks, we'll have plenty of good girls and boys lacrosse coming your way this spring right here on T&D. Good ball movement by the Blue Devils. Looking to take a little clock here with 1.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Turn and fire. Shot goes wide.
Yeah, again, those players that don't get a lot of time generating some offense for Duke. You also talk about the culture of a team in situations like this one. Again, players that don't get a ton of time, not playing selfish lacrosse, right? Still playing team lacrosse, still sticking to the game plan, still playing the structure of their offense, playing lacrosse the way that they're taught and expected to play by their coaches.
There's a goal by Colin McLean, who's now in there.
Yeah, that's a physical dodge by McLean. He pushes his right hand, gets the goal line extended, drops his shoulder. You'll see on the replay, drives right-handed, here comes the slide, drops his shoulder, goes shoulder to shoulder with the defenseman, knocks him down, and then has the awareness to get underneath the on-ball defender, protect his stick, use his frame to protect his stick, and finish around the goalie. You see a lot of attackmen, like some attackmen are shifty and quick, like we saw a lot. Colsey showcase a lot today, and other attackmen play a bigger, more physical style of lacrosse.
Under 1 minute to go. Bisbee with the shot. Goes wide.
It's a good kick through X there, too. Alley dodge, throw it through X, push out the other side.
Here's a takeaway by Duke.
Yeah, Stone Evans trying to skip the ball through to the near side, the play side, the ball side pipe. Looked like the Duke player just got a stick on that.
Shot sails wide. Duke will keep it.
17 seconds to go.
Down under 10. that's going to do it.
That's the
final
end of the
score.
game. Duke wins 21-5.
Duke 21, Providence 5.
Yeah, a lot of kids with a big day today for Duke. Colsey, obviously, the leading goal scorer. Got Johnson with a few, and then obviously those kids off the bench getting their time and adding on to the Duke total today for their 21-5 win. Like we said before, Providence, a lot of injuries this year. Hopefully they could get healthy as they enter the second half of their season and start to stack wins on top of wins before the season's over.
What's next for both of these teams, Charlie?
Yeah, so like we mentioned before, right, we'll talk about Providence getting healthy and starting to stack some wins. But Duke has their ACC schedule coming up. I think Syracuse might be the first ACC team that they play. The ACC is a gauntlet, right? I think Notre Dame is number one right now. Syracuse has been number one. North Carolina has been number one. So almost half of the conference has been number one in the nation at some point. So that's going to be some really good lacrosse coming down the stretch for Duke.
And gives us a moment to tell you. Well, first of all, we want to thank the good folks here at Farmingdale for having us and for putting on this terrific game here today. Looks like it was enjoyed by this big crowd here this afternoon. Gives us a moment to tell you that T&D Sports Video producer-director is numero uno, Tommy Bruno. Our technical director, Jamie the Genius Burkhardt. Our camera operators, Dave Camera One Stempel, and the Kanga, Christian Rue. Our statistician, Lauren Marino. Our clock operator, Fernanda Ramos. For everyone here at T&D Sports, including my partner, the shooter, Charlie Rizzuto, this is Mike Trezza thanking you for watching. We'll see you with some high school lacrosse in just a couple weeks.